Really, Hasbro? Really? Oh boy. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another review, and today, guess what? We have the 2-pack Marvel Legends Dark Phoenix and Cyclops. Now, this is what I like to do now. I like to do my research, find out where the figure is gonna be at, find out what true it's gonna be at, call them up, have an employee do it if possible, and then go over there, have them put it on hold for me, because traveling around is just way too much to go to every true and find that it doesn't have it, or it says it have it in the system, but then you get there and it's all gone and you're disappointed. I don't know, that's just smart thinking for me. I mean, I love hunting, but I don't love wasting transportation money, if that makes sense, because by the time you did that, you could have pretty much already ordered it off of eBay for the same price you wasted on gas. Anyway, enough about that. Now, these are two amazing figures, but they are not without flaws, and we'll get into that. First, let's look at Cyclops, get him out of the way, because, you know, nothing really special, but it's a different costume design. But already you can see there's a little bit of paint imperfection as far as the blue bleeding into the skin tone right there. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Bleeding into the skin tone right there. So probably will have to touch that up and fix it. And I actually picked up one for my friend in the UK. He's Heroes on Instagram. And you know what? When you're a collector and you're in the community and you have a set group of people that you constantly talk to almost every day, you know, sometimes you got to make a little sacrifice. So since most of this stuff is easy for me to do and easy for me to find, being that he's in London, I decided to give him the best paint app. So anyway, he's on the Bucky mode. He has the Buccaneer boots. He has a new belt that's a separate piece. Can probably be removed if, let me see. I mean, you might have to probably cut it off, but I don't know why you would want to do that. But hey, who knows? I like the black paint wash or whatever's going on here. Looks really good. Once again, his hands, you know, he should have a pair of interchangeable hands, because the pack does come with accessories. I don't know why they constantly give us this one Cyclops beam hand and not like a regular fist, alternate fist or whatever, but it is what it is. Nothing really to complain about. Isn't a deal breaker at all for me. All right, so articulation, basically he's in a Bucky mode, so head looks down about that far. Head looks very far up. No real side-to-side pivot. Head goes around. Arm goes all the way around. Has the ratchet click sound. Arm goes up about that far. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. Wrist hinge. And swivel. Ab crunch goes down about that far. Ab crunch goes not too bad back at all. Race swivel, and thighs go up. Thigh cut. Double jointed knees. Then you have the boot swivel, ankle rocker, and hinge. All right, so let's just put Cyclops to the side, right there. And now let's get into Dark Phoenix. So if you've seen at the beginning of my video, She comes with 4. Well, video got cut short there. But anyway, back to what I was saying. As you can see in the beginning of the video, I had a little stint where my regular Phoenix head, or shall I say, before she turns into Dark Phoenix head, the hair was basically not on the face itself. It was basically coming off into the pack, and it had the whole gap and everything. So basically I just ended up pulling the whole thing off and crazy gluing it, so now it's perfect. And I gotta say, the paint job on these faces are really nice. You can't tell in the video, but she has a really nice skin tone with blush. I love the red lipstick on her. It's just all around a great head sculpt. The hair is different. Never seen the hair before, so you know, I'm not mad at it. It's unique, it's different, so I like it. Then she has her regular head sculpt, which again, the face paint on it is really nice. The paint apps. Of course, this is Moonstone's head, or Miss Marvel, if you want to say that. And once again, it's painted very well. You have your little dark wash in here as well. Then she comes with this Firebird accessory, a little Phoenix, which I'm going to have to heat up and tighten because it doesn't really fit around the wrist like it should. It just kind of like slides off, and I'll show you. So you're supposed to put it on the wrist like they show in the box, but this thing just whoop, whoop, whoop. So you pretty much have to like put it all the way up here, but then it gets in the way of the face and all that stuff. I mean, you could do it like that and then this, but it looks silly. So I'll be modding that, but not bad of an accessory. Nice little Phoenix bird. And now let's get into the figure itself. So Dark Phoenix, really nice. I like the way they did it. I can't complain. It's actually a different mode from this one that we have here. The body's slightly different, as you can tell. Even it looks like even the legs. Not really sure, but she doesn't have heels, so that's a good thing. Easy for her to stand. This one has heels. Being that my Cyclops is like that, I don't know. I might pick up a second pack and switch out these heels with the flat heels. But yeah, really nice update. As you can see, this Phoenix face, yeah, kind of questionable. Put her on the side. As you can tell, the eyes are painted really nice. She has that little yellow dot inside of like kind of reddish, and then the camera's not picking it up, but let's see if we can. There we go. As you can see, she has like little red blush under her eye. Not a makeup perfectionist, and I don't know really shit about makeup, but it looks like, I guess, eyeliner. There you go, eyeliner. So looks really good. And her hair is translucent, so it starts kind of like regular and then just turns into like that translucent fiery glow of the Phoenix. Really nice. Figures, oh man, this is a great update, especially from the Toy Biz version, and just a great Phoenix in general. As you can see, she's standing. I didn't have a problem standing her. I just put her down. Once again, I didn't have a problem standing her Her hair doesn't make her top heavier or anything like that. Her feet are pretty much flat on the ground. Yeah, so let's get into her. So her head moves down. Oh, her head is actually on a ball joint hinge, so that's even better too. Mine's a little stiff. Just have to loosen it up. Okay, there we go. So her head looks all the way down, pretty far indeed. Then it doesn't go back as much because the hair does hinder it, but her waist goes back pretty far, so you can get her looking up that way. So she's still in flight poses. Diaphragm, of course, looks down that far. We already seen that it goes back really far. Side to side movement. Arm goes all the way up. Goes up that far. Single jointed elbow. Wrist rotation. And then hinge. Legs go out that far. Legs go up about this far. And then back about that far. Thigh swivel. Double jointed knees. Ankle rocker and hinge. As far as the detail goes, she has this little phoenix bird on her sash, I'd like to call it. The phoenix on her chest is painted really nicely, and it even goes through all the way to the diaphragm. The paint apps on this phoenix is actually really good. I don't see any like bleeding or anything on it really. The faces were pretty good, except for that little issue where her head, which is this one, was basically off. But other than that, amazing job they did on her. I don't think her neck looks too long. I know a lot of people go, oh, the neck's so long. I think it was done correctly for the hair's sake, and it doesn't make her look like she has a giraffe neck or anything. But this one, however, looks a little out of place. And it's all the way on. So this one does look like her neck's kind of long. I won't be using this head on this body, obviously. And this head will be staying on. Because honestly, this is the best head for the Dark Phoenix. Bam. All right, so this head is obviously gonna get removed, and kind of the reason why I'm glad they gave us 3 heads is so we can take this awful looking one. You might have just have made this head for Medusa, to be honest with you. So probably, I don't know. This doesn't look bad on here. I might Dremel it out so it sits a little lower on her on her neck. But as far as I can tell, I might leave this one on there, or I might just do this one, because after all, she's Phoenix, right? So this looks better. So I think I'll do these two just like that. Works for me. All right. So I don't know where my Jean Grey is, but give me a second, guys. Okay, so here's a size comparison between the new 2-pack Cyclops with the astonishing X-Men Cyclops, which I finally got from a good buddy of mine's on Instagram, K Doogie, I believe 616. I might have messed that up, the last numbers, but he hooked me up with him, so I'm glad that I finally got him so I can complete one version of my Uncanny Avengers with Kitty Pryde, Magneto, Emma Frost, Namor, and I believe Colossus is also in there. Then here he is compared to Captain America Mezco, and I love this figure, man. I can't stress enough how much I love him. I didn't think I was gonna love this Captain America as much as I do. And my custom Ares that I made from various parts, his bath arms, his bath head, a casted helmet, couple of things from Absorbing Man, and I think the King Thor legs or King Odin bath, one of those, old Thor, King Thor bath, Odin bath, whichever. So here, this is how he stacks up. Can't wait for the new Ares, by the way. Not really much of a difference. I do have the previous Ares. The only thing they said is the legs are reworked. So yeah. And here is Dark Phoenix next to her Jean Grey counterparts. And this Jean Grey Jim Lee 90s is really actually hard to stand. And I think it's because of the way the legs were made. She's absolutely terrible to stand. And here is also the original Phoenix that we got from the first X-Men wave. So yeah, guys, thanks. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time.